Hi guys, so it's a week and a half until we move to Puerto Rico now. Every time I make a video, I'm like, next time I make a video, I'm gonna look cute. Sorry. It's a lot of work to leave the country. And now we've been going back and forth with the house for a while. We're selling, we're renting, we're selling, we're renting, and the final verdict is that we're selling. So a lot of people were saying to us, well, at least if it doesn't work out in Puerto Rico, you still have your house, you can come back. That was never our intention. If the Lord decides to move us back to New Jersey, if our destinies go in that direction, we were never planning on coming back to the house that we once lived in. It's symbolic at this point of us cutting ties and breaking free and really going and starting a new chapter in our lives. So we are selling the house and we have a week and a half. Now I've been packing since May. Packing, getting rid of stuff, going through clutter, sorting through things. I mean, when you have a house with 5 people and a basement and 2 floors and an attic, there's a lot of stuff. We've lived here for 12 years. That's a lot of stuff, you guys. So I've been going through this stuff meticulously since May, and my husband hasn't started yet. So I'm wondering, like, what is he going to do exactly? I don't really know, but I've been taking care of the whole rest of the house, except for his man cave, and you'd be surprised how much he can fit down there. It's a lot. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about today, last time I talked to you about people telling me that Puerto Rico wasn't safe, and I told you how I felt about that. Well, my husband and I have been visiting Puerto Rico every year for 6 years, and every single time we've had an amazing time. We've had a blast. We never had any issues with anybody on any level. But living there is different, right? That's what everyone says. It's different to live somewhere than to go on vacation somewhere. So I've been on research overload, which is kind of good and responsible thing to do, but it's also kind of dumb because you get a lot of other people's experiences. And I've seen a lot of people complaining about how expensive things are. The sales tax is 11.5%. And, food is expensive, and electronics are expensive, and cars are expensive, and electric and water is expensive, and gas is expensive, on and on and on. And I'm not disputing that. However, I believe that you can't be in the mindset of lack. I don't know how to say this without offending people. If you start to listen to all that stuff, it makes you want to move back to the States before you even leave. The reality is that it's about the mindset. People are complaining that things are expensive, that you have to wait a long time to get anything done with, any kind of paperwork or anything that you would need. Things just take longer to process. A lot of these things may be facts. However, I am still choosing to have a beautiful life in Puerto Rico with my husband and children. I'm still choosing to live in abundance. I'm still choosing to grow our businesses, to be entrepreneurs, to teach other people to grow businesses and be entrepreneurs. This is not the season in America or in Puerto Rico where you can be dependent on a job. I believe that everyone should have a business. When you have your own business, you make your own hours, you decide how much you earn, you decide your earning potential, and no one can ever tell you you've exceeded the quota, we can't pay you, which actually happened to my husband one time. He was working for a very big, popular tech company, and he exceeded his quota, and they refused to pay him. So the sales that he made, he didn't get paid for because they just didn't feel like it. They just thought, we can't afford to pay him. And that happens. You work really, really hard for someone else, and then you get replaced. Or you work really, really hard for someone else, and then you get downsized. You work really, really hard for someone else, and they never care to pay you the equivalent of what you've worked. We need to all have our own businesses. We need to all have our own streams of income. The information is out there. The training is out there. The opportunities are out there. You just have to look, and you have to be open to say, hey, maybe this plan that I had for my life of going to school, getting a degree, and going and finding a 40-hour-a-week job is not necessarily the best thing for me and my family. Maybe the plan that I had and the things that the previous generations were able to do, maybe moving forward, that's not the most expedient thing. Just be open to that suggestion. Be open to the fact that there are other opportunities and other ways to live. We're business owners, and we are training our children to be business owners. We will continue to grow multiple streams of income and to help others do the same. And so, yeah, again, just like with the safety thing, with the finance thing, with the more expensive thing, it's really all relative, and you have to be where you're supposed to be. The ability to have financial freedom is open to everyone, no matter what country you're in, where you're from. There are some places with stricter governments that maybe won't allow you to do certain things, but America and Puerto Rico are not those places. You are free. You are free to have free enterprise. You are free to have businesses. You are free to earn money. So do it. It's a privilege to be in a country where we can earn money and we can build businesses and help people. And so if you're in the mindset that things around you are costing too much and the cost of living is going up too much, and you're working a job that you hate and you are not being able to pay your bills, you can change that. You can change it. Message me if you want some resources. I can give you some, but you can absolutely change your life. You're not stuck because the governments are arguing and everyone's making all these decisions above our heads on higher planes. We still have authority over our own lives, and we're still able to make the life that we want. We still have the freedom. It's despite of everything that's going on, all the colonialism and the fights between those that want Puerto Rico to be a state and those that want it to be independent and those that want it to remain a commonwealth, and the United States not really budging on any front. Despite all of that none of us have really control over, we can control our own lives and what we do, what we produce, and what we earn. That's in our hands. And that's the message that I want people to understand. You're not helpless. You're not at fault by everything that's happening, that's been happening since the 1800s. People in power are always going to be fighting and arguing about what to do. But you still have the power over your own life to make your own decisions and have a prosperous life with your family. So that's how I feel about the whole financial front. And I had to remind myself of that because after reading so many blogs and watching so many vlogs of people saying this is expensive and that's expensive and you know this is slow and that's slow and this, I felt like, oh my gosh, like, can I really hack it? Can I really live there? And then I had to remind myself that it's all a mindset. And the mindset that I have is that we're going to have a beautiful, prosperous life in Puerto Rico. We're going to have wonderful friends. We're going to enjoy ourselves. We're going to continue to expand and grow our businesses. We're going to continue to have employees, offer people jobs, and teach them to have their own businesses, and bring people up as we continue to go up. So that's the plan. And I apologize for the low energy on this video. Packing is no joke. Let me show you real quick. This is the bad boy oversized Mama Jamma suitcase that I'm carrying, and we all have one of those, plus extra suitcases. That's carrying all our clothes, towels, things like that. And then this box, I've filled up. I shipped already 11 of them, and so these are the next 3. There's another one I'm about to ship, and my husband has some that he's about to fill too. But it is a lot. It's a lot of packing, and I'm grateful that I don't have to pack furniture into a U-Haul. We're not taking any furniture with us, but it's a lot, and it's now a week and a half away. Not this Friday, but the following Friday, we will be on a plane, on a one-way ticket plane to our new life. So that's the update. And I will keep you posted probably right before we leave to give you the final resolution of everything, the house and everything else. So like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for leaving comments on my other videos. I love having conversations with you guys. I will talk to you next week. Have a good week. Bye.